Hi everybody, and welcome back to EDPS 502. Today we've left my friend Ellen's nice quiet basement and we're in my messy and potentially noisy office. I've already had to stop and start this recording over once because of construction banging, so we'll see how this goes. The other possibility is we may have cats. I have one skulking around my feet right now, so if she decides to jump up, she may end up part of the recording as well. But I'm motivated, so we're going to keep going. This week we're talking about motivation. What is it that makes us decide we want to do the things that we're doing? How do we choose the activities that we engage in? Oh, come on. There we go. We'll talk about three types of motivation. The one that might be most familiar to you is extrinsic motivation. Extrinsic means outside, of course, and in extrinsic motivation, we are motivated by things on the outside, by reward, by approval, by stickers, by pizza parties, by all of those things that happen outside, by paychecks sometimes. Intrinsic motivation means motivation that comes from the inside, and there's kind of a range of ways that people define that. Some people define it as basically anything that you want to do is intrinsically motivated. Other people are a little more parsimonious in that definition, and they'll say that intrinsic motivation are the things that we do just for the joy of those activities. That is to say, climbing a mountain, painting a picture, things that we do. I do mosaics because I like it. It's fun. I want to do it. I'm intrinsically motivated. In contrast to that, Brophy and his colleagues said, wait, that doesn't really cover all the kinds of motivation that there are. Sometimes we do things because we want to, but not because the thing itself is blissful or a lot of fun, like mosaics, but because it's leading us towards something that we value. And they talk in school about motivation to learn, but that same principle can also apply to other things where we want to master something, we want to accomplish something, we want to learn something. And so we're motivated to do it because of the end goal, not necessarily because the activities themselves are thrilling or blissful. There. I keep clicking. Come on, there we go. Another way to think about this is to think about what is it that we want when we're trying to do something? Do we want to master something or learn something? Is that our goal? Or are we trying to look good? Do we want to make sure everybody thinks that we are, just the smartest thing around, like this dog, or good at fill in the blank, good at running, good at piano, good at math? Or is our goal really just to avoid making a fool of ourselves? I have to admit, when I think about, for example, my avoidance of playing softball, baseball, any of those things, I avoid them because I really don't want to look foolish in doing them. That's a different kind of motivation than the motivation that makes me want to look good. And we'll talk about those. Those are goal orientations. One of the most popular writers these days about motivation is Daniel Pink and his very popular book, Drive. We'll talk a little bit about Pink and his book. In this thing, there's a quote from Pink that says, "Carrots and sticks are so last century." And so what is this century, according to Pink? Thinking about motivation as being a conglomeration of purpose, autonomy, and mastery. And we'll talk a lot about those three constructs and how those might apply in classrooms. Let's take a look at the module for the week. Oops, we're not logged in yet. Let's get back in there. Module for the week. Here's modules. Scroll down. Here we go. She says optimistically. I love this. Working hard for something we don't care about is called stress. Working hard for something we love is called passion. You'll see the introductory module. There are some readings. You are going to see another TED Talk. Daniel Pink's TED Talk on motivation is one of the most popular ones in the whole thing. And then there's a quick knowledge check. And finally, we'll complete Conference 5. You're old hands at this by now. I'll enjoy talking to you this week, and See you soon.